What's going on, everybody? This is Alex KGB, and today I'm gonna kind of test out my castle protection with a bunch of Deathclaws. But before we get to it, I'll just quickly show my character and kind of explain how I build him from the start of the game. Everything I built was built basically by playing the game. There's no console commands, no additional resources, no size increase. I'm playing on survival level, and I think so. I mean, this is overall pretty good build, especially for survival level where things can get pretty tough. I have a couple levels that I didn't use. I started with 10 luck and 1 intelligence, and the first skill that I picked was Idiot 7 in order to boost my experience overall throughout the game, and I think it's working out pretty well. I'm level 32 and I'm just starting the part 2 kind of into Institute just now. So I think I finished the last game. I was around level like 43 or something like that. So I believe this really helping. And then I'm gonna work on other skills, and by the end of the game at some point I will work on intelligence as well, because I want to get mods, I want to have armor modification, etc. The previous game I boosted intelligence 10. It has its own benefits because you get more experience points throughout the game, but I believe with luck 10 and idiot 7, the skill, you get a lot more experience. Sometimes I would do a quest and get level up right away because it boosts up like 1200 XP, and from building you do get experience as well, so it's pretty good. Now there's a quest at Good Neighbor called the Big Dig, and I almost ran out of ammo while doing it, and that was crazy. I barely was killing. There are a lot of like Murlocs, and I was out of ammo completely, so I thought I'm screwed. It was really tough. Thanks for for Mysterious Stranger that kind of helped out. And then after that I realized you can't just rely on those skills. You have to have some melee regardless, because you spend tons of ammunition on survival level in order to get through quests. And I started building with Scrounger, which gives you more ammunition at start, and Fortune Finder, to get the coins. So I kind of was okay with ammunition throughout the game, but then this particular quest, really, I spent everything I had, and I had to do the melee, and I didn't have anything. Alright, so here's my castle. Again, I built it from scratch. No mods used, no console commands, nothing. There's no expansion on the size as is. And I want to kind of test it out and see how it's gonna go against the Deathclaws. And then eventually, when I'll get my intelligence up, I will boost castle as well with like rocket launchers and better miniguns. Alright, so here's one entrance, and then there's another. The walls are sealed, and I think we can start spawning Deathclaws and see how it's gonna go. Alright guys, so I think we're almost done here, and we can see the result. To do some conclusions, well, first of all, the outside defense is pretty good. I mean, at least against Deathclaws. They were not able to get through the gates, and in the end they just kind of run away apart. And then the inside, there's definitely some work to be done. So I'm still playing on survival mode, and the Deathclaws are pretty deadly. So one hit on the turret and it dies right away. And as you maybe noticed, there's some generators in the middle that powering up the laser turrets. They got eventually shut down, some of them. And look, this is Overseer's rifle, which is pretty strong. I'm doing focused fire in his head. You see, he's pretty tough. Not as easy to kill as you might, think. So, what happened? Oh my god! What happened? I'm getting raped. That's what happened. Deal with this guy. Preston in nice armor, Minuteman armor. So, what happened? The Deathclaws actually killed a couple generators, leaving my laser turrets without power, so they were not shooting. So we have some conclusions out of what happened, right? We need to hide generators, maybe move beds inside the castle, and then remove the bed shack that I have outside to rebuild and free up some space, and definitely hide the generators inside the tower. If you're finishing with the Minuteman, you'll be fighting Institute, and then you'll be fighting Brotherhood. So having your turrets up is pretty important, and having no power, I mean, what's the point, right? If they're gonna shut down the power right away, you won't be able to get them down. Well, I think overall it's a pretty good setup. Some improvement is needed. I'll work on it later on when I'll boost my intelligence and move stuff around, rearrange it. But the fortress is in pretty good condition. I think it's like maybe 7 out of 10 stars. Hopefully you did like this video. This was Alex KGB. Thanks for watching. Post any ideas in the comments if you want to see more. And thanks again. Bye bye.